Welcome back again, M3P Network community. This is episode 164 of my Third Place pod here on my Third Place Network. It is Friday, the weekend is here, and we are back with another awesome breakdown of our rewatch of Cobra Kai on Netflix. I'm Evo, and joining me is another big fan of Karate Kid and Cobra Kai, and she has proved that we're just gonna keep watching these episodes over and over again. Brandy, welcome back to the show. Tell us how your week has been.
Hi, thanks for having me back on here. It has been a week. That's all I'll say. It's been hot, it's been long, and I'm happy it's Friday.
Yes, I'm happy it's Friday. It's Friday for us. Saturday for you guys, or you get to listen. Of course, you have a affirmation for us.
If you would like it, I do. Yes, I do. I have a daily affirmation. Weekly affirmation, is that what we're calling it?
We're calling it bi-weekly. I don't think we did one last week, did we? No, I don't.
You did the last one.
I did the last one, but it was like weeks ago. So
it wasn't weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay, you can do it this time.
Okay. Well, I have one for this one. Actually, is for. I know it's not. Wait. Okay. When is it? Mental Health Month. Mental Health Matters Month.
Wasn't it April?
Is that May? April or May?
I thought it was April. Well,
is it April?
May.
Well, okay. It's July.
Mental health should be every month. Actually.
It should be. That is true. Yes. I can't believe it's July already. Anyways, but so this is gonna be this is gonna be for our people out there that are going through some stuff. So this is a good weekly daily affirmation. I've made it through hard times before, and I've come out stronger because of them. I'm going to make it through this. So that, I feel, is definitely a good mental health matters affirmation.
Yeah, most definitely. I love that. Where do I need to find my mental health shirt?
It kind of reminds me of the quote. I don't know if you've ever heard it. I'm sure you have. But the quote that you have survived 100% of your bad days.
Yeah.
And you're still here. So that affirmation kind of makes me think of that quote. So I really like that. Actually, I really like that affirmation a lot. I know quite a few people out there are struggling right now. So if they're listening, I hope that they say that affirmation every day.
Say it again.
You want me to say it again?
Yes, please say it again. Everybody in the back.
I've made it through hard times before, and I've come out stronger and better because of them. I'm going to make it through this.
And you know what? I'm going to post it in the show notes as well. I'm going to put that up there. Because everybody needs to see it. And so yeah, I'm going to put it up there. I love that. I'm the same way. I made it past before. Here we are.
I was going to ask you. That's what I was going to ask you. So, what does it mean? What does it mean to you? I know you had asked me what yours meant to me. So, what does it mean to you then? If you want to share.
Yeah, I'll gladly share. It means that I can make it. I can put my mind into it and just keep going forward. I know we struggle through a lot of things, and at the end of the day, it's like, all right, we got this. You're your own fan. You're your own support system. But at the end, you have a lot of other support systems as well. People that support you, that will help you out. But you are your own one. That you can trust your own self into doing this.
Yes, absolutely. That's so true. You're your own person. You are your own number one, I guess you would say.
Yes.
even if you do have, well, not if, I should say, I would think everybody has some type of support system, family, friends, their pets. I mean,
Yeah.
well, no, seriously, like
Hmm?
that's a thing. Companions, pets,
Yeah.
teachers, counselors. I mean, it can go on and
You
on.
still there?
I'm here. Can you? I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
kind of froze, but I'm here. Everybody has I feel like everybody has some kind of support system. But yes, at the end of the day, you are your own,
Yeah,
and that's why you should say that affirmation. I feel because you've made it through your hardest times, and you're still here,
definitely.
or we're still here.
We are still here, everybody. Um, anything good happened this past week that we missed out on,
That we missed out on.
um, or that we did?
I don't know. Did something happen that
Well, besides it being hot all week long,
it's been very
it's been very hot. So I finally watched Iron Eagle. Like I finally did it. Um, and I understand why he is still inspired by that movie. Um, like don't leave another person out there. Like if it's your family. Like this kid went and like learned how to fly in a matter of weeks, and went out and saved his dad. It's like Rambo for children. I um I'm ready to watch Iron Eagle too. I hear it's another favorite of Johnny Lawrence.
yeah. So I was just going to ask if you've seen Iron Eagle too.
No, I haven't yet. I'm gonna watch it for this week. And there's 4 Iron Eagles. Louis Gossett Jr. is all of them, but we'll see if the guy that plays the other what Masters is in it. See if he's in it as well. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to watching these inspirational movies of the '80s.
That's awesome. Inspirational movies of the 80s. Okay. So is
Yeah,
that's a thing?
we
That's a
should
thing?
have that.
We
That's the
should do
thing.
that. Or, yeah,
That's the thing. We should
we
ask,
totally should.
open the lines of communication, ask everybody, and like, what is your inspirational movie of the '80s? So, says send us an email m3pnetwork@gmail.com. Send us a message, email us, Gmail us, find us on our socials, and let us know what your inspirational movie of the '80s was. And we'll gladly say it on here, and we'll gladly watch it. I'll gladly watch it. I watched Iron Eagle, and I was just like, oh my! I feel like I can go out and like save um, someone's father, not knowing how to do any of the
That's awesome.
combat. Yeah. But if you tell me one of your inspirational movies of the '80s, anything besides Iron Eagle, possibly The Karate Kid, possibly, you know, we will gladly watch it as well.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yes. Inspirational. What is your inspirational movie of the 80s so we can watch it? Yes. Yeah, we'll watch it. You let us know what it is and we will watch it if we haven't seen it. Or maybe we'll rewatch it.
Where we watch it. If I have to watch it, you have to watch it too. We're
Oh,
both
of
watching.
course. I'm still not watching Iron Eagle, sir. No.
You don't have to. I'm still trying to figure out why Johnny likes it. Besides his best friend, one of his best friends being in it, but as a sidekick and in the background as a bully, it's like, wow, this dude really went out there and like try to put someone in a body bag, huh?
Oh, here we go.
Okay, I'm done.
It's last week. What are you doing?
Oh man! And on that note, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. We are 1 week away. By the time I put this episode up, which will be Saturday, July 13th, we will be 6 days away from the season 6 premiere of Cobra Kai, and I am excited. Aren't you excited? Aren't we excited? We're excited.
I'm super excited.
I'm
I
super
cannot
excited.
wait. I cannot wait. Yes, I cannot wait.
Like every time it shows up, we're ready to watch it. New Year's
Do you know
Eve.
how many times I've watched the trailer?
How many times have we watched the trailer?
I watch it at least once a day.
Once a day. Oh, once a day. Wow.
Up for the yeah. Don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you because I was planning on doing that and like break down the trailer, but it's like, all right, we don't have time. This is like,
We don't have time.
um, but like I'm excited, and season 6 is going to be 6 days away. It's next Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
the July
Less than a week.
18th.
So less than a week.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put out 2 episodes this week. Episode 7 of season 2 right now that we're doing right now, and then Wednesday I will have episode 8 of season 2. So, this way we have time to binge on season 5, and you get to listen to what we thought of episode 8 of season 2. But we get to catch up on things and then binge watch season 6. Well, binge watch 5 episodes, like 30 minutes each.
Yeah, we can binge watch that in a couple hours. It's like watching not even two movies.
Right.
No, that's like watching a long movie.
Maybe around 2.5 hours.
If they're 30 minutes long.
That's like watching an epic Lord of the Rings movie.
I was going to say Titanic.
Oh, goodness. Okay. We're going to be busy. That week. So we're going to give you episode 7 right now, and then episode 8 will drop later that week. Earlier in the week before the Thursday. So keep an ear out on that one. Also, starting in a few weeks, if you want to watch us do the podcast live, just let us know, and we will send you the link to Riverside, where we are now recording live just in time for season 3 of Cobra Kai. So let us know you want to be a part of it, a part of a group chat. Listen in, watch us. Maybe we'll have the video open. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just do audio, and you can just still listen to us. I'll have a little flashy designs up here so you can see it, and then maybe you'll be in the chat. Maybe you'll tell us something that you learned about Cobra Kai or like anything else that you want to talk about, and we will lastly just get on there and like talk about that. And this way, if we have any questions towards you, like tell us your inspirational movie of the 80s, and you can tell us right then and there, and we can just, hey, this person said this and this and this. Like, I know a few people that are going to, like, join us, so, like, Menace. Like, everybody from
I think that would actually, that is kind of cool about this, is that, yeah, they can comment and interact with us.
Yeah,
they can interact with us.
And we can interact back. We can interact back, and we can just go back and forth with them. And that's how we build the community. And then the community, we build that community on somewhere else, on Discord or something else. We'll see. We'll get it started. We'll get it under control. But we're gonna test it out here first on Riverside. And like I said, you wanna hang out with us? Let us know. We'll send you a link to be an audience member. Talk to us. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, that's it. If you heard any of the breakdown episodes in the past, or if you are new here, we are massive. You can just tell by all the times we've shit on the show. We are massive Karate Kid and Cobra Kai fans. So we decided we were going to rewatch the shows on Netflix and break down the episodes scene by scene and tell you what we thought about them. you are more than welcome to follow along and rewatch the show with us, as some of our friends are doing and listening to the podcast as well. Brandy, didn't you say you had someone listen to the podcast? Someone new?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I had posted one of the Cobra Kai clips that I was rewatching the other night on my story, and she messaged me and said, "I love podcasts. What's the link? I'll watch it on YouTube. I want to hear what's going on." So I thought that was pretty cool. So I think it's going to be exciting. I sent her the link of the first episode I was on. Sorry, but I told her you do have other things you talk about
Yeah,
if she wants to listen. But yeah, so she may be a little biased because she's a friend of mine. But yeah, so I sent her that link and hopefully she will start listening to us. And then when I mentioned, she asked how long the episodes were. I said, oh, anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. And she's like, oh, so a movie I'm going to be listening to. I said, yeah. So she's
and
like,
then,
okay, I'm binge listening, is what she said. I'm binge listening. And that's Jess. Her name is Jess. We'll just say that.
welcome
Yeah.
in, Jess.
So
Glad you could listen to us.
yeah.
You know what? Let's
Hopefully
just
she will have fun with this and have fun with us and keep listening to us when she starts.
right. You know what? Let's just do an hour from now on. Let's do one episode of each, starting on season 3, because I know not many people are gonna um sit around and listen to us for 2 hours. So let's
We
just do
can't help it. We like to
every.
talk. You like to talk.
So let's just do. Yeah, I know, right? So let's do. Well, if we're gonna do that, let's have a schedule of Friday nights on Riverside at 8 p.m. Central. Or what was that time? What time is it now?
9 p.m. Central.
9 p.m. Central. It's already 10.
Let's try that.
Let's try 9 p.m. Central. Let's see how that works out and see if everybody will join us on a Friday night. And tell us how your week went. Tell us what you're doing this weekend. So, yeah. On this show, there will be spoilers, and at times we do tend to add in trivia or ask the questions for you to ponder over. It's what we do here. It's what we like to do. We like to talk. We like to ask questions. We like to know what you think of this show. So follow along. If you want to go back and listen to past episodes about Cobra Kai or Brandy's first time on the show, I suggest you go back and listen to episode 154 and then continue on from there. It's what you gave her, right? Episode 154.
I sure did.
You sure did. Like I said, if you want to go back and listen to past episodes about Cobra Kai or Brandy's first time on the show, it is episode 154. Go along from there. I tend to talk about other stuff in between, like wrestling and other stuff, music possibly, but the shows are there. We're talking about Cobra Kai mostly on here. So we're done. We're here. Let's get ready. This is episode 7. It's called Lull. Directed by Jennifer Salata. Story by Josh Field, John Hurwitz, and Hayden Schlossberg, the creator of the show. Teleplay, written by Kevin McManus and Matthew McManus. So the story comprises a basic narrative, idea, theme, or outline indicating character development and action, while the teleplay consists of individual scenes and full dialogue or monologue, including narration and connection therewith, and camera setup if required. So story by the creators of the show is the storyboard. Like, this is what we want to happen. Teleplay, Kevin and Matthew McManus are just like, this is what they should say. Like monologue and dialogue, including the stuff that happens in between, the camera setup, all that stuff. So, it doesn't necessarily happen all the time. It just happens sometimes on shows where instead of saying written by, it says story and teleplay. So, just the story is always going to be by Josh Field, John Hurwitz, and Hayden Schlossberg's teleplay. It's going to be somebody different who wrote the dialogue. And now we know who wrote the dialogue. Now we know who to blame in case it's bad. I'm not saying this episode's going to be bad. I'm just saying we now know who to blame. And I think that's what they're like trying to do. It's like, hey, it's not our fault. We just wrote the storyboard. They wrote the dialogue and everything. It's like, oh, it's like you're the one that thought it was a great idea to say that Robbie is Daniel's boyfriend. Okay.
Okay. Moving along.
Let's go back to hypnosis. To prepare his students, Daniel gives some new training methods a shot. Miguel puts a new lesson into practice. Johnny makes a tough but pivotal decision that affects Cobra Kai. Cold open to LaRusso's home, Amanda waking up by herself and worried that her husband is not next to her. She calls him wondering if he's at the dealership already, and he responds that he's at the Miyagi dojo and wanting to get an early jump on that day's lesson. She reminds him he has to be at the dealership to have lunch with Anush, who is still upset about getting punched in the stomach for them by Johnny. Daniel says he will be there, and they hang up. Big collective sigh from Amanda. We know, honey, we know. Who lays back down. From inside the dojo, though, Daniel hears the punching bag being worked on and thinks that Robbie is hitting it, but instead finds Kreese hitting the bag and smirking at the sight of Daniel. Ooh. Daniel asks if this is what it's come down to, breaking and entering. Kreese thanks him for taking their weakest soldiers from the Cobra Kai ranks. Daniel says they're not soldiers, they're kids. Kreese tells Daniel he thinks he may have gotten the best of Johnny, but this time around, Kreese promises he won't let him lose. Daniel says this isn't war. Kreese takes a puff of his cigar and disagrees and says, sure it is. Because peace, according to Kreese, is just the lull between battles. And there's what lull means. That's why the episode's called Lull.
I was wondering, thank you.
Like, hey, what? I'm like, Lizzie's laughing? LOL? Hello? No, it's the lull between battles. He asked Daniel if he thought he would attack Cobra Kai and there wouldn't be any consequence. Kreese walks past Daniel, who follows where he's going. Kreese takes his cigar and puts it out on one of the bonsai trees, telling him he better hope his students are ready because Cobra Kai is. Daniel's distraught at the cigar in the bonsai tree. Oh no. Before Kreese leaves, he sends his regards to Mr. Miyagi, to which the death stare on Daniel's face, where he mentioned his father figure. The yellow Cobra Kai logo appears on the screen. Oh, I wanted them to fight.
Oh, I did not.
Daniel can't beat up an old man.
Right? That's what I was thinking. He's not going to beat him up.
And Kreese's mindset, as always, is that he's training soldiers and not, young kids. These are soldiers. They're going to war.
They're in a war. Yeah.
So Kreese's mindset is still in war. So it's like he's putting that with them. Like, no, we're going to war, kid. Daniel's all like, they're kids, dude, relax. I'm like, no, they're soldiers. And that's why I hate Kreese.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Next thing at the LaRusso home, Moon is sitting on Sam's bed while she tries a green smoothie that, according to Moon, is supposed to balance her kinetic energy. Sam asks Moon which top she should try on. Moon thinks that it doesn't matter. She is going to make it sweaty. What? Why was that necessary to say?
I don't, because she's going to be training. She's training at the dojo. She's doing karate in it.
Girl, it doesn't matter what you're going to wear. You're going to get sweaty.
Exactly. That's what she's saying. And it's the whole point of Sam is basically saying that she has a thing for Robbie. Hello.
Yeah.
So she wants to look cute. That was the point of this.
She wants to look cute.
Yes.
She realizes that maybe Sam is trying to dress cute for a guy, and she asks him if she has a crush on Robbie.
See?
That explains.
I was right.
Yeah, you were right. Sam explains that they almost kissed, which turned into an awkward s'more situation during the last episode. By the way, did you make that s'more or no?
No, I have not. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna have to get the stuff this weekend.
All right, peanut butter cup,
Peanut butter cup, graham cracker, and marshmallows, right?
marshmallows, yes.
Putting it on my list. Speaking of, did you ever try the fried bologna with ketchup?
Oh, yeah, of course.
No, wait. There was something. No, wait. There was something you did not do. I
Yeah,
tried it on the tortilla, but there was
we have.
something you were supposed to try and you never did.
I have to go back and listen to the episode. I forgot what it was.
I thought it was the fried bologna sandwich with
Tortilla. That's what I asked.
ketchup.
I don't know.
You sure?
I'm sure. It's like I tried it before.
Okay, maybe it wasn't.
Well, I'll go back
I
and
don't
listen.
know. We got to listen to it because you need to do that. Whatever it is.
Moon asks if Miguel knows. Sam says there's nothing to know and tells her about last season. She got back into karate to get away from all the drama. Moon quote from her mom's therapist: "You can't hide from your heart," and suggests going with the blue top because it goes with her eyes. Sam asks, "What about
Aw,
shoes?"
I like Moon.
Okay, so Sam thinks there's nothing to know. Like she's doing what she wants to do. She has this crush on Robbie, all blah blah blah, right? Okay, we get it. Yeah. I hope she doesn't get up. I hope she doesn't get upset about Miguel or anything. Especially after this moment, it's like, oh my god, I have a crush on Robbie. Hee hee. She's on cloud nine, telling Moon this, and Moon's all like, oh, cool. Also, are we not going to explain how Moon is back to being friends with Sam? I mean,
They were never really not friends. And isn't what's her name gone? Mean
Yasmin
Girl.
in France.
She's gone. Yeah, that's why. That's why she's in France. She's gone.
She's in France for the summer.
Yeah.
So, like, when she comes back, what? She's just, like, not gonna associate with Moon and Sam again? Or it's weird. Because
Why?
that
Friends
whole
change friends all the time.
that whole dynamic. Wasn't Moon making fun of Aisha?
No, remember they made up.
Okay.
They made up when she broke up with, or before she broke up with, what's his name? Hawk.
Yeah.
They made up.
Spoiler.
Oh no, remember at the party, the beach. She made up with Aisha. Yeah, when Jasmine was being a little, yeah.
Yes. So there's that explanation.
I told you, Moon is awesome. We like Moon.
We like Moon. Fine. At the Cobra Kai dojo, Johnny is back from his road trip and the funeral and walks in on the students stretching and getting ready for the day's lesson. Miguel welcomes him back and says that Kreese is tough. Johnny goes to his office and notices all his stuff has been moved. Kreese has spent some time organizing, cleaning up, getting the unpaid bills and the backed up invoices together. He's a military man. He doesn't like anything being disorganized. I get you. He wants everything organized. Not a military man, but organization. Johnny says he's been making himself at home while he notices a picture frame hanging on the wall of Kreese back in military days that read Captain John Kreese of the USA Army, 1970 and 1972 karate champion. Kreese says his buddy took that photo. I wonder who the buddy is. Do you wonder who the buddy is? I wonder who that buddy is. Oh my god. I wonder who that buddy was that took that photo. Oh my god. Is like eating at me and I want to know now. We can't spoil it though. So
no, we can't.
I can't wait to find out. Johnny rolls his eyes, remembering what his 84 Cobra friends said last episode not to trust Kreese, and outwardly says he has a class to run. He goes to the training area and asks everyone to wear their gi, but are in tracksuits instead. Some are in sweats. Miguel thought they were all going to the Wisp for special training. Johnny asks what's happening in the woods. Kreese responds that he thought it was time to separate the men from the boys as well as the girls by going to Coyote Creek. Johnny doesn't think they're ready for Coyote Creek, which alarms everyone thinking it's going to be a test. Hawk says they're ready and they want to prove themselves. After a few seconds of Miguel looking like a sad puppy, Johnny agrees it's time to go out there and get them ready. It's always Miguel. Like, come on, boss. I'll let you take my mom. Please. Okay, Miguel. I'll do it for you, bud. It's all right. I got you. On the other side of town at the Miyagi-Do, all the students are sitting underneath the tree trying to stay in the shade due to how hot that day is. We get you, man.
We can relate.
We can relate. Yeah, it's been hot over here, too. Dimitri says he is sweating in places he knows had pores, and the wife is sweat on Sam, who volleys the sentiment back. She's all like, ew, no, here's your sweat back, bud. Or here, some of my sweat, too. Daniel comes out of the dojo and tells everyone to get out from under the tree and get back to work. Robbie wants Daniel to take it easy on them due to it being 100 degrees. Daniel says the heat wave is a gift and reveals they're going to experience Sochu Gaiku. Chris asks, like the car insurance? Two meanings behind this. Daniel's explanation is that Sochu Gaiku is where you train during the hottest days of the year. He's not wrong. According to the website, gentleartdojo.com, jiu-jitsu, uncomfortably and struggle breed mental toughness. This is the idea from which Kan and Soku Gaiko comes from. Kan Gaiko meaning winter training and Soku Gaiko meaning summer training. Training is held in the dog days of summer, training in the early morning with the heat and humidity. As time progressed and judo traveled the world and mingled in Brazil, and had a heavy influence on Brazilian jiu-jitsu. The practice of Kan Gaiko and Soku Gaiko was passed in between the two and is still done today in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So not only do you get to learn stuff about Cobra Kai and the actors and stuff, you get to learn about Brazilian jiu-jitsu and backstory. How fun! Yes! Don't you just love this show? No, I'm serious. How fun!
We love the show.
We love the show. We love this podcast. I'm talking about this podcast. Don't you just love this podcast that you get to learn more about the past and Karate Kid and Cobra Kai universe? Is that what they're calling it, or is it calling it the Karate Kid universe? I don't care. I don't know. But I love the fact that I get to look up what some of these stuff mean, like who was before Mr. Miyagi, who was a dojo trainer, and I went back and looked him up, and he's real. Oh shit, okay. So they're using real stuff, real training. Some of them are like Dimitri, the actor that plays Dimitri is into Krav Maga. One of the guys from Karate Kid, what was he, Tommy? Or was that Bobby? Bobby. He's the one that has a dojo in real life. So yeah, like I love how we're connecting all these actors, we're connecting all of the show to the real world, and how Ken Gaiko and Soku Gaiko are real stuff happening in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world. Love it. All right, moving along. Daniel says about pushing yourself to your limit. The fight isn't always going to come when it's 75 and breezy. Sam asks, aren't they supposed to avoid fighting? Daniel has this look like he knows Kreese is going to send his soldiers to come fight them, so he tells the students sometimes you can't, and some days the fight will come to you, and he wants to make sure they're ready. So he's going to see what the students are made of. Coyote Creek. Kreese explains they have been divided to two teams of red and black headbands, and the goal is to capture as many headbands from the other side. As he goes along the lines in the middle of them, he tells them to look across from them. Today, they are not their friends, not their brothers or sisters, and they are the enemy. Still speaking in military terms. It's like, these are not your brothers. These are your enemy. Not your opponent, your enemy. Last team standing wins. Miguel asked how to get the headbands, and Kreese said, by any means possible, no rules. Johnny tells them all to use their judgment. This is just a training exercise. So he's telling Kreese, relax. It's not a big deal. Kreese says, sure, but the headband is their life. They lose it, they will die. Thanks, coach. And Johnny is just looking at him like, calm the fuck down. Kreese is just like, if you value your life, you will grab this headband. And to kill that tension, here comes Ray, who just gave himself a makeover and a new name. He says he flipped the script Hawk style. Heretofore, you may refer to him as Stingray.
I love it.
And he uses the heretofore incorrectly. Heretofore means before this time or up until now. Up until now, you may refer to him as Stingray. Up until now. What? What he should have used was henceforth, from here on out, my name is Stingray. Oh my God, he pissed me off and he gave me some PTSD. And I'm like, oh, grammar. I understand why my teacher wanted me to go to school. Okay. Johnny gets annoyed, continues to call him Chub. Like, all right, Chub. And tells Kreese he's got him on his team. Kreese says terrific, and they begin. He doesn't care. He's just like, all right, I'm gonna make a man out of this guy.
Poor Stingray.
Oh goodness.
I feel like he was the last one called on in gym class.
And here he is, the last one in a show on a team, and Johnny doesn't want him. It's like, you can have him, and Chris is like, fine. It's like, all right, whatever you say, bud. At the Miyagi-Do in the front yard, everyone's in a circle with Robbie in the middle, waiting for someone to step up to him. Daniel calls out number 2, and one of them steps forward, but Robbie makes quick work of him. Daniel calls out number 5. Sam steps forward and kicks Robbie in the midsection, knocking him out of the circle. Daniel calls Dimitri for his turn to get in the circle and gets ready. Daniel calls out number 3. It is Chris who runs in and punches Dimitri in the chest, knocking his wind out.
I'm sorry, but I love this part.
Chris is just like ready to fight. I'm like, damn, dude, like you're huge. I mean, I get it. Like, I'm like, for real, I think Cobra Kai like lost out on Chris, but gained Mitch, and Mitch is just like, I'm learning stuff, but Chris over there is like the bigger one. He could just like punch you in the face, and that's it. And that's what he did right here. He like punched Dimitri in the chest, knocking him out. Like, oh. Chris apologizes and tells him he has to block that. Just, block it next time, man. Daniel calls out number 6. I can't make out who it is, but he is short and stocky, and he sweeps Dimitri's leg from behind, knocking him out. This poor kid. He knows Krav Maga, and yet he's over here getting his ass kicked. Poor guy. He got paid enough. Daniel looks disappointed, and Dimitri is on the ground saying how much he hates this. Sam whines about taking a break and how this heat is brutal for them. Everyone agrees, and you can see them sweating their asses off. Daniel has an idea on how to cool them off and says he can accommodate that. I love that. At Coyote Creek, Miguel and Tori, who are on the same team, are walking in the woods. Miguel asks what happened if it's just the two of them at the end. Tori answered that she's going to have to rip that headband off his head. Miguel says that headband is staying where it's at. They hear a noise from behind them. One of the students tried to sneak up to them, but he got caught. They alternate fighting with him, but Miguel lets Tori take the win and tells him no hard feelings, and Miguel exclaims, "No mercy!" Next scene, Daniel tells the students they couldn't take the heat with Sochugaiku, so maybe they can find Ken Geico more their liking. We get a full shot. The students are now cold and freezing their butts off in a meat locker. Sam asks if there's any Geico that takes place in a spa. Daniel says it's not about the heat or the cold, it's about adapting to their environment around them and using that to their advantage. He asks the students to look around, and what do they see? Besides the frozen London bro that's in the box labeled Fernandez Miko, he sees the exhalation of breath, the twitch of a muscle, and the shift of a stance. He tells them if they lean into the cold, it will heighten their senses and anticipate before the moment the opponent strikes, and they'll always be ready. Daniel gets a phone call from Anush and forgets that he had a lunch meeting with him, which we get into an optical flip to the Russo Auto Group where Anush is waiting in Amanda's office with deli sandwiches on the desk. It's lunchtime. Anush grabs his phone, rolls his eyes, and places his phone back in his pocket, telling Amanda that he's not coming. He gets up and leaves. Amanda grabs her phone to call Daniel, but she goes straight to voicemail. Ooh, they're in trouble. He's in trouble. Fernandez Miko is a reference to Freddy Fernandez, the first person that Daniel befriends in the first Karate Kid, who is seen wearing a t-shirt with the phrase "making bacon." It's likely that the establishment belongs to Freddy, which implies that he and Daniel still remain friends, even allowing the latter to use his meat locker to train his students. We want to do a Rocky thing. What? We want to do a Rocky thing. They want to punch meat. Was that a Rocky or was that Rocky 2?
I have no idea.
But either way, it just he wants them to do a Rocky thing. He wants them to train in the cold, not hit the meat, but train in the cold just like Rocky would in the meat locker scene and in Rocky 4 when he went to Russia in the cold. He wants them to heighten their senses, basically.
And heighten their senses. Yeah, that's a good way to. Yeah.
Back at Coyote Creek, Mitch, who is on the black team, is trying to sneak around when he hears the sound of a hawk, which startles him. What was it? He continues to sneak around, but Hawk jumps down from one of the trees and knocks Mitch down, taking his headband and claiming that today he's the enemy, and that was kill number 5. He then claims he earned his Medal of Honor and pulls out Mr. Miyagi's medal that is around his neck. As he walks away, the camera pulls back to Miguel overhearing all of this from behind the trees. So it was Hawk who took the Medal of Honor. And he's, of course, he's all worried about it last episode. Here, he's just claiming that he did it. Why didn't he do that last episode? Now that they're in the clear, I was like, oh yeah, it's mine. Meanwhile, Miguel's all like, oh hell no. One of them is about, Kreese's teachings. The other one is about Johnny's teachings.
I'm so disappointed in Hawk.
It's true. I mean, we saw in the last few episodes that he was bullied and because of the lip sync.
I know. So why? I know. That's why I'm disappointed.
So he'd be live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah.
I think we've said that before already about Hawk, that he's he was tired of being the hero, so he just flipped it on everybody and I'm tired of you guys making fun of me. I'm gonna be a badass. Right. Yes.
Well, wait a minute. What do you mean tired of being the hero? When was he the hero?
He was a nerd. Basically, he was just a nerd. He was
a nerd, but why? How is he a hero?
He wasn't a hero. He was just picked on. So he was a victim, basically.
Yeah.
Not a hero, but a victim.
Yeah.
Right. Back at Fernandez Meat Locker, the students are in one circle again. Sam is in the middle, waiting for someone to step up. Daniel calls out number 7 and Chris exhales as he rushes forward, but Sam anticipates the move and kicks him in the stomach to back him up. Daniel is proud of Sam and continues the lesson, calling out number 5. This time it's Robbie who sidekicks her, but she blocks it. They go through this whole blocking each other routine in slow motion until they are holding each other's arms and staring each other in the face. All the students see except for Daniel, who calls for Dimitri to get in the middle. He calls out number 6, who runs in and kicks Dimitri in the stomach. Daniel tells him to anticipate and look for the signs as his phone is ringing but is set on vibrate, reading Amanda's name and showing that there have been 5 missed calls from her. Oof. Back at Coyote Creek, we know who is out of the game as they are at the finish line. Aisha walks up to them and reveals it's just Hawk and Miguel that are left now. We are going to get a big fight scene here. Fernandez Miko. Dimitri again whines that he can't do this. Here he goes again. He can't concentrate between the cold, the shouting, and the hole in his sock is making him really uncomfortable. He's always uncomfortable. Daniel.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
No, just Dimitri, he's funny. Just, that would bug me too, having a hole in my sock. I get it.
Daniel is finally annoyed. Yeah, I know. I mean, it'd be weird if he had a hole in his shoe, but it's not. He doesn't have a hole in his shoe. He has a hole in his sock. It's not a big deal. Finally annoyed, Daniel tells him he is the most neurotic person he knows, and he always expects the worst and use it as his advantage, which means he always anticipates. So think of it as him having spider senses. He's trying to get into the nerd sense by giving him nerd references, and it's not working still. He tells him this isn't about who's the fastest or the strongest. This is about instincts and using what's in his head. Daniel backs up and calls out number 2. Chris runs forward and tries to attack, but Dimitri anticipates it, blocks it, and punches him in the chest to knock him back. He celebrates, saying that he did it, but Daniel calls out number 5, who is right in front of him, and sidekicks him in the chest, knocking him down. Oof. As the students are picking up Dimitri and celebrating with him, Daniel looks over at his phone and realizes he missed the missed calls. 7, 8, 9, 10. He tells everyone that it's all for today and walks out, headed to the car dealership. Of course, he's already in trouble. Coyote Creek, again, Miguel is waiting by the tree for Hawk, who is walking his way. Hawk says, finally a worthy opponent. Miguel confronts Hawk about trashing the Miyagi-Do and stealing the Medal of Honor. Hawk says, they're the enemy. He had to put them in their place. He tells Miguel just because he had to sing for Sam doesn't mean he has to go soft. Oof. Miguel says it's not about her. Hawk pulls out the medal and tells Miguel if he wants it so bad, come and take it. They start the fight. Cobra Kai students convene at the location of the fight. Miguel, showing why he's the All Valley champion, takes down Hawk, takes the headband and the Medal of Honor from him, and turns to look at the Cobra Kai student. He raises his fist in the air, which has the red headband, and Kreese tells him to finish him. Miguel roundhouse kicks Hawk in the face and knocks him out cold. Miguel yells, Team Black, and everyone celebrates with him. Kreese tells Johnny that his champion has developed a real killer instinct. Just when we think the challenge is over, however, we see Stingray pop out of the leaves, grab a chokehold on Miguel from behind, and tells him that the best thing about Stingrays is that they lie in wait for the perfect opportunity to strike. He takes off Miguel's headband and yells that the red team just won. Kreese smirks and congratulates Stingray as he celebrates with the other students. Kreese is proud of Stingray. Meanwhile, Johnny tells Miguel that's not how he taught him to fight. Miguel tells Johnny that Kreese taught them that this isn't a tournament, this is real life. Johnny asks Miguel if that's how he wants to live his life. Johnny walks away and gives Kreese that look of disappointment. Doesn't matter. Kreese is still proud of Stingray.
I'm proud of Stingray.
I'm proud of him.
And Dimitri. Did you notice the 2 underdogs? Did you notice that? So we got Dimitri on Miyagi-Do, had his little moment of, his little moment. It lasted like a second, but it was awesome. And then you got good old Stingray, who had his moment as well.
Good old Stingray.
The two that you would not think that, yeah.
Heretofore.
Heretofore.
Heretofore Stingray. Oh boy. What? And this, I'm naming the episode this was like heretofore. You may allow listen to the podcast. What? I don't know. I'm confused. Henceforth.
Do you think? I was going to ask you before. So, do you think it is about Sam? Do you think Hawk is right and it's all about Sam, or do you think it's because Miguel actually has a conscience, a heart, whatnot? However you want to say it. He's a good kid and doesn't believe what Hawk did was honorable. Obviously, it wasn't honorable. Or do you think it's about Sam?
It was honorable of Miguel. It's honor. It's like he was season one. He thought he was doing a good thing, and then he fought Robbie and he hurt him and all that stuff. Season two, he's trying to like make amends.
Okay, I see that. I
So,
guess, yeah.
so
So you don't think it's nothing about Sam at all? It's
nothing
all
about
that he's trying to be. Okay,
nothing about Sam at all. He's just
okay.
like this is not the right thing to do. You do not go into another dojo and break stuff,
Disrespect. Yeah,
disrespect it, and then you take someone's medal of honor when you didn't earn
yeah,
it.
yeah. That's low.
Yeah,
Very low.
very, very low. I don't think it had anything to do with Sam at all.
Yeah,
No.
I wasn't thinking. Yeah.
Like the fact that he hasn't thought about Sam the entire day. Then Hawk thinks like,
Oh, it's
"Oh,
about Sam.
it's about
Yeah,
Sam, isn't it?" It's like, no, it's about honor.
honor.
God. Um, Next scene at the LaRusso house after a whole day of training and tension, Robbie finally kisses Sam.
About time.
About time. And then such a short scene. Like, why was it necessary? I get it. Meanwhile, at the Yada group, Daniel finally shows up to work and goes to Anusha's office to enforce him that he quit. Tom Cole offered him more money and he was going to give Dolores the chance to match it, but Daniel bailed, and so he put his notice in. Daniel thinks this is an easy fix. He will call Anusha, clear it up, but Amanda's also upset at Daniel, who promised he would be able to balance work and running a dojo. Amanda revealed the truth behind ever since Miyagi-Do opened. She's been waking up in the morning all alone all summer while he's off at the karate camp. And she's been running the business by herself with no helpers like Anusha. And now she's not going to have any help. Daniel apologizes and says he's focusing on trying to give these kids a chance to defend themselves. Amanda tells him sometimes when he focuses on one thing, he loses focus on everything else that matters. She walks away from him and he stands there feeling distraught.
Do you think Amanda's not being supportive enough, or do you think she's right?
She's right. I mean, like season two, they took all half of their workers, the budget. Like, I don't think we're gonna make it to season three. So the news is like the best car salesman they had. Like one more, like nope, no more car salesman. Like, we don't even know if Anush comes back in season three, does he? I forgot.
I forgot.
Poor Anush.
And then they lost Louis, right? Louis?
They lost Louis over budget cuts. Oh no, he's like beat up Johnny. Like, I don't think we see him again either, do we? Like, I forgot. Oh yeah, we do. Never mind. Yeah, we do. Later on in freaking, I don't know where season, he probably went back to Jersey. In Jersey, he's over there in Jersey, in New York, somewhere around there, and he's meeting up with this new kid, this new guy, Like, I think his name is Joshua Jackson. I don't know.
What?
Joshua Jackson's in the movie, in the Karate Kid movie.
What?
Yes, Joshua Jackson's in the Karate Kid movie that's coming up.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's already.
Joshua Jackson is in the new Karate Kid movie?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
So
how did I
I'm
not know
thinking
this?
he's gonna be a badass and like,
Oh my god. I have to see it now. I have to see it. Like
yeah,
now.
yeah, when it comes out
Yeah.
next year.
I love Joshua Jackson.
All right, I don't want to wait.
Oh, that was good. Oh, if you know, you know.
Oh, all right, Pacey. At the Russo home.
Oh, goodness.
At the Russo home, Robbie's looking at all the pictures in the living room when someone knocks on the door. Robbie checks in on Sam, who doesn't answer him, and he answers the door instead and being face to face with Miguel, who tells him he doesn't want any problems, so he gives Robbie the Medal of Honor. Miguel tells him that they're not all assholes and hopes he tells Sam he is sorry. Robbie takes the medal and closes the door on Miguel. Sam comes downstairs and Robbie doesn't mention that Miguel showed up. So he doesn't.
Disappointed in Robbie there.
Right? Like, no.
Like,
Not
what
gonna,
was the reason for that? Why couldn't he?
why couldn't it be? Yeah. Broco. Practically his brother. They first, she tells him she's had a bad day kiss and she goes back upstairs. I wouldn't have answered the door. Like, it's not my house.
Right? It's not his house. I know. Why'd
Like,
you answer the door?
what if it was a creepy old man? It's like, I'm not answering the door. It's not my house. Sam,
Yeah,
go
well,
answer the door.
yeah, but it could have been like the pizza guy or something too.
Pizza guy. True, but still, it's like, it's not his house. He's not going to answer the door. Like,
Well, he
the
did
fact that he
try
had
to
to.
tell Sam that he said, Sam, someone's at the door. It's not his fault that she didn't come down to answer the door.
Why is she upstairs? Is she in the bathroom? Or isn't there like a bathroom
She was
downstairs
probably
also?
getting ready for bed. But she comes down and says, I'm going to bed.
Convenient that she comes down as soon as Miguel leaves. Who's at the door? Oh, some guy who doesn't know where he was at.
Wrong house. Yeah. Like,
Wrong house.
it's weird.
You think that's weird? Really? I mean,
That's what she said. She said, oh, weird.
oh, yeah, she just said that. Weird that, this guy showed up at the wrong house. You know who
Right?
also showed up at the wrong house late at night looking for Daniel? Does Daniel LaRusso live here? No. Oh, wrong house.
Oh my gosh.
Wait until morning to stalk him.
So to stalk him.
All right. At the Cobra Kai dojo in the office, Johnny confronts Kreese about what he's been putting in their heads while he was gone. Kreese claims he's been teaching them the way of the fist, same thing he taught him in '85. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Johnny claims that needs to change. What he taught back then didn't work, and it doesn't work now. He says Cobra Kai will always be badass, and he insists that there is a difference between no mercy and no honor. And he knows which he wants his version of Cobra Kai to embody. Kreese gets up and tells Johnny when he's in a war, the other side doesn't fight with any honor because he knows he's been there and be glad that he doesn't know. Again, the war thing. Of course, Kreese's still in there. Johnny says he doesn't know what what are you talking about? He doesn't know what shit he went through back then, but these are good kids and they don't need to relive those mistakes. Kreese says the only mistake is showing them weakness, like how he did when he backed down from the reverse challenge. I told you he was going to do that. Like, he sat there, like, I want to see what you're going to do. And Johnny said, no, I'm backing down. So that's when Kreese says, like, I got to take I got to take the reins. This soldier is weak. So, like, I got to call rank. Is that what they say? I got
All
to pull
right.
rank. I got to pull rank and, like, be above him and stuff. So he feels that Johnny is weak and he needs to train these kids instead of Johnny. Johnny says he is responsible for these kids, but Kreese says that he is responsible for Johnny and he is his student. He is still his student. He thinks Johnny is going to let his guard down and is going to make him vulnerable. Johnny says this is his dojo and he makes the rules. Kreese makes him remember who started Cobra Kai. Johnny apologizes, thinking that this could work, but he was wrong and says they are done. He tells Kreese he never wants to see him in the dojo ever again. Johnny
Yes.
watches Kreese leave the dojo and the show ends.
So proud of Johnny. So proud. That is a proud moment for me.
So Kreese sees life as a war. There must be winners and losers in all things, and his side, as far as he's concerned, must win, always, and at any cost. So no matter what the consequences, no matter if you're down, your team must bring you back up, and your team must avenge you, and you must win at any cost. Doesn't matter what happens, sweep the leg, all that stuff. Put him in a body bag.
Oh, you had to throw that in there.
Had to, in his honor, put him in a body bag. At all times, do it. Alright, so that was the end of the episode. Badass moment. I'm gonna give it to Stingray.
Which parts? Where he pops out of the leaves?
Or
Or
henceforth.
where he claims his, that he's flipping the script.
Alright, from
Fox style.
here before the badass moment is gonna be Stingray.
Just Stingray. Just all together, Stingray.
Stingray, that's it. Stingray.
Just
Badass
Stingray.
moment. Just Stingray.
Okay. Just Stingray. Gotcha.
Okay, so no. That's basically that whole thing. Hawk versus Miguel. Miguel kicking him, grabbing the Medal of Honor. Kreese telling him, finish him. Finish him.
Oh, I did not like that either. That
I'm like, what is this, Mortal Kombat? What the hell? He's all like,
he
yes,
said
Sensei.
no, but he said the same exact thing at the All Valley.
Finish him. Do it.
Yeah, finish him.
Miguel kicking Hawk, thinking he won, and Stingray waiting at the last minute. He probably like got some help from Kreese. Like, you want me to do what now? Okay, here. I don't know what you're trying to do, man. And he had a little like air breeze right there. Like nobody knew where he was. All the students were like hanging out and stuff, and at the finish line over there, and nobody knew where he was. He was just chilling in his like little spot, and then he knows the last two people in there is Hawk and Miguel. Even if Hawk had won, and Stingray would have came in there and like from behind and like done that. But the fact that he did it is just like badass moment. Like you killed it. You flipped that script. You go heretofore. Yes, sir.
Right.
I love Stingray. By the way, he's
I
awesome.
think that's got to be your new nickname.
Oh God, no. I'm already getting called Ray over some miscommunication thing for some reason. Oscar, I gotta work on that. I gotta fix that.
That's where it came from. That's why. See, that is that was a future prediction for Stingray.
There you go.
There you go. That's what I believe that.
What was your badass moment?
Dimitri.
Dimitri? Oh my god.
Yes. Even though it only lasted for like, 30
And
seconds.
30 seconds of just
I,
Dimitri, 30 seconds of just Stingray, both of
I
them.
was so proud. I was proud. That was a proud moment. I was like, it's, yeah, I was proud of him. Very proud. I was excited. And then he got kicked and that went away. But I was proud of him. He did awesome for, that 30, 10, 20 seconds, whatever it was. Very proud moment. Very proud. Yay. Go Dimitri. I can't wait to see more of Dimitri and what happens and how he develops.
I actually want to see him do the Krav Maga that he does in real life. Like, is he ever going to do the Krav Maga?
Hmm.
So, like, not knowing about season 3, 4, and 5 because I totally forgot all about them. Like, I only remember season 1 and 2. Season 3, 4, and 5, Netflix stuff. Like, whatever. I'll watch them again soon. What do we think of the episode?
I liked it because I really I liked, I'm not a fan of Crease at all, but I really like the fact that well, number one, that Miguel was showing um you know um honor and to do what's right, for one. I
Yeah.
like that. And they were kind of flipping it a little bit. Like Robbie was, I feel like their roles are getting now reversed again. I feel like it's like that throughout the whole season almost, but like their roles are reversed between Robbie and Miguel. Like one moment Robbie is the good guy and Miguel isn't, and then it switches, if that makes sense. Not saying Robbie's a bad guy in any way.
Okay.
Not saying Robbie's a bad guy. I'm just saying like he has some bad choices. Same with Miguel. And I feel like they're flipping back and forth with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also really like, um I mean, it's one of the better episodes, I think.
Yeah.
It's one of the better episodes. I love seeing Daniel's way of teaching in this too. Like with the way he does that with, like he said, um being hot or being cold, like there's no plan. Something could happen and you gotta learn to adapt in the situation, basically. So I like that as well.
Yes. Um, one of my top 5 favorite episodes. Yeah, I guess you could say top 5. The whole Coyote Creek fight in there takes
Mm-hmm.
it. First introduction of not really. The introduction of Kreese at Miyagi-Do and
Mm-hmm.
him telling Daniel that their war is coming, an actual, literal, in a figurative sense, metaphorically, war is coming, and he's not going to stop until Cobra Kai is winning and it's there. Daniel's all like, they're kids. What are you talking about? And of course, um, what was it back then? Like kids would go to war
I mean, that's
at
true.
what 17, 18 years old. Like they
Yeah.
would be drafted to war. So he's still like even this right now, right there is like the fact that he's from back there and he's saying like, well, if they went to war at this age back in my day, they can go to war here. And they're kids, but they're soldiers. They're being taught in the ways of Cobra Kai. They're being taught to strike first. They're being taught to show no mercy. So I'm teaching them that. I taught Johnny. Johnny's teaching them that. So he feels that he thinks that Johnny's gonna do whatever he says, and he wants them to like Hawk, Aisha, Tori, Miguel. He wants them to like, all right, Johnny back on track and get him to be the commander, the captain of this. But then he saw that Johnny backed down to Daniel, like little Daniel, really. So he's all like, all right, well, then I have to take over. And so he did. He thought of this plan to get them in the woods, his exercise, his lesson plan. He thought about doing that. He told Miguel, finish him. He, like, congratulated Stingray. He probably told Stingray, like, hey, go, strike first. Do the whole thing. Say, strike at the last minute. And then he tells Johnny, like, I started Cobra Kai. I did this, and you're making it weak. So let me take over. And he's trying to do that, but Johnny's all like, "No, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my dojo." And so Kreese leaves. One of my top 5, because it's like Kreese is in there. Kreese is like in everybody's head right now. Kreese is in Daniel's head, Kreese is in Johnny's head, and now Johnny and Daniel are like doing this whole thing where it's like Daniel is training them to do like, all right, these are kids. How is he going to go to war against these kids? Like, all right, you guys got to defend yourselves, okay? I can't be me all the time, but you guys got to defend yourself. And then Johnny's all like, don't teach them that. Like, you know what? Get out of my dojo. You're teaching them the wrong stuff. That's what I saw at the episode. Like, I liked it, and it's one of my top favorite because of those moments like that where Kreese is like someone's head. Like, I know you don't like him, but like, oh shit, villain of the fucking year, this man is.
And yes, he is.
We're just in season 2.
Gosh, we're only on season 2. Well, we're almost done though. We're almost done.
We're almost there. We're at the home
couple more episodes, and then yep.
All right, so that's gonna do it for this episode. The Cobra Kai rewatch. Again, we're gonna have another episode on Wednesday, right before season 6 begins. So keep an ear out for that one. I'm sure I'm gonna be posting it. I'm gonna share it. Brandy's gonna share it. I'm gonna share it. So yeah, keep an ear out for that one. Keep an eye out for that one on YouTube. Everything else. It was a great episode, right? We're good?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so keep an ear out for that one. So thank you for supporting, listening to the podcast, joining the TikTok Live, and being a huge part of my third place community. Let us know if you want to watch us live on Riverside, please. Email us, let us know, all that stuff. We would love to have you in the chat, interact with us and you and us at the same time. Please.
So, dude, we want to know all the things.
We want to know all the things.
So come tell us.
Tell us all the things, please. And while you're doing that, tell your friends and join us next time for more behind-the-scenes stories, movies, and TV show reviews. I'm Evo, that's Brandy, and remember...
Strike first, strike hard.
No mercy.